This is a real simple image of explaining kind of what it means to be a Christian in 4 minutes on a piece of paper. Here we go. I feel like God told me I was supposed to send this to you today. So imagine that there's this giant Grand Canyon. And on one side was us, and one side was God. So we're over here. God's over here. And at one point, us and God were together, but this thing came in this world called sin. And sin is simply anything that's not perfect. It's actually an archery term. It means to miss the mark, to not get a bullseye, to miss what God's called us to do. And it says in Romans 3:23, all have sinned and fall short of the glory of God. So everybody tries to make it to God, but we fall short. Maybe some people make it this far. Other people make it this far. If you saw me after the Chargers had to leave San Diego, I make it this far, but everybody falls short. Even Mother Teresa, who spent her whole life helping the poor, maybe she makes it this far, but everybody falls short. It's kind of like long jumping over the Grand Canyon. Some might make it further than others, but everybody's going down. It goes on to say in Romans 6:23, the wages of sin is death. If you have a job, your wages are what you've earned. And so if we've sinned one time in life, which we all have, then what we deserve is, it says, death. So sin leads to death, which the Bible defines as eternal separation from God, which is really bad news. Here's how I say Christianity is different than every other religion, and Christianity is really not even a religion. Jesus came to kill religion. The only people he got mad at were religious people. Religion is man's invention to God. Jesus said, no, instead it's about a relationship, God coming to you. But you look at all these other faiths, I think it's based on 2 letters, D-O. You got to do this, you got to do that. If you do enough good things, go to church, pray, give money, serve, maybe then you'll be saved. But Jesus says if it's based on what you do, we fall short. We can't do enough. Instead, it's based on 4 letters, D-O-N-E. It's based on what God has done for us. Maybe the best verse in the whole Bible is Romans 5:8. And it says, but God demonstrated his own love for us in this, and that while we were sinners, Christ died for us. So God's over here going, this stinks that we can't make it to him. So instead he sent his only son, Jesus, to live a perfect life. At the end of his life, when he died on a cross. And when he did, he took all of our sins with him. He, in a sense, became a sin sacrifice for us. He paid the price that we deserve. He went through hell so we wouldn't have to. And when he did that, like our sins, past, present, future, were nailed to the cross with him, they became like a bridge to get to us. And the last verse is John 1:12. It says, yet to those who received him, to those who believed in his name, he gave the right to become children of God. So there's 2 things that need to have happened in my life for me to know that I've walked across this bridge. I'm with God. He's doing a work in my life. He's showing me his plan for my life. He's preparing a place for me after I die. The 2 words are believe and receive. C-E-I-V-E. That I have to first believe. And the word believe doesn't just mean like, yeah, I believe that in my brain. It means to put your trust in. So you could go, I believe this chair will hold me, but it's really, you don't believe it till you sit in it, right? And then the word receive is this idea of going, imagine I brought a pizza to your house, like I have for many of you. It's not yours till you receive it, right? You got to actually receive you got to receive this gift that God's done for us. So I'd ask, there's 3 places you could be. Point A, which is, yeah, Jim, I'm just not interested in this. You could even stop bugging me. That's fine. Point B is I'm interested. I don't know if I've ever actually received this gift of Jesus dying on the cross for me or my kids. We haven't done that, but I'm interested and I have questions or I'd like to know more. And C being, hey, I have received this gift of God down on the cross for my sins. It doesn't mean I'm perfect, but I've walked across the bridge. I know that God's working in my life. I would like to ask you, which one are you? A, B, or C, and would you text me back? Just text me the letter, A, B, or C, and maybe from there we could have a short conversation on maybe, hey, how you could have a relationship with Jesus and help your kids do that as well. Hey, have a wonderful day. Hope to hear from you.